The United States was brutally attacked on September 11, 2001 by a terrorist group called Al-Qaeda. Their leader was Osama bin Laden, who died on May 2, 2011. Four commercial airliners were hijacked. Two hit the World Trade Center, one hit the Pentagon, and the fourth plane was headed toward the White House, but was taken over by the passengers on the plane and crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. At 8:46 a.m., the first plane crashed into the North Tower, and at 9:03 a.m., the second plane crashed into the Southern Tower. At 9:37 a.m., the third plane flew into the Pentagon. The last plane was headed toward the Capitol or the White House. The brave passengers aboard took over the plane and intentionally crashed it into a field. 2,996 people died on 9/11. Over 6,000 people were injured. About 343 firefighters and 72 law enforcement officers were killed. Police and rescue workers rushed to New York City from all over the country. Blood donations skyrocketed in the weeks after. Over 3,000 children lost a parent in the attacks. Al-Qaeda attacked us because of our strong relationship with Israel and U.S. troops occupying parts of the Middle East. After 9/11, the U.S. government increased military operations and political pressure of terrorist groups so this tragedy wouldn't happen again. Hurricane Katrina was the deadliest storm in hurricane season in 2005. It got speeds of up to 175 miles per hour. 1,833 confirmed deaths and over $108 billion in damage. Hurricane Katrina affected almost the entire southern United States, but no one was hit as hard as Louisiana, specifically New Orleans. Hundreds of thousands of troops and National Guard rushed to aid the survivors and recover bodies. After Katrina, the U.S. economy took an enormous hit. The Bush administration sought $105 billion for repairs and reconstruction in the region, which did not account for damage to the economy caused by potential interruption of the oil supply, destruction of the highway system, and exporting grain. Hurricane Katrina caused the most economic and environmental damage out of any hurricane in U.S. history. Katrina caused many beaches to erode. Looting and violence skyrocketed, but the police were outnumbered. Many businesses and houses were looted and damaged severely. The government initiated the National Response Plan, which sent money, supplies, and aid to residents in southern United States. Obamacare is led by President Obama. The law cuts an estimated $716 billion from Medicare over 10 years. However, these savings are not set aside to preserve Medicare's future. Instead, they are used to fund new spending created by the law. There are many pros to Obamacare. Tens of millions of uninsured will get access to affordable, quality health insurance through the marketplace. Over half of uninsured Americans can get free or low-cost health insurance using their state's health insurance marketplace. Medicare is approved for seniors, including keeping rates down and expanding free preventive services. However, there are many cons. In order to get the money to help insure tens of millions, there are new taxes, mostly on high earners. This means everybody's taxes will go up to pay for Obamacare and Medicare. Some Medicare payments to doctors and hospitals have been limited. Medicare pays doctors more than any other type of coverage, and the rates have led to very serious problems that are driving the cost of healthcare up for everyone, including seniors. Since 1992, the use of technology has greatly increased. We use iPads and other technology in hospitals, schools, and for everyday use. Our school has had iPads for a few years now and has found many pros and cons. One of the pros is the apps we get, like Notability. It is great for classwork, especially in math. Another great resource is that you can take the internet everywhere. You don't have to go down to the computer lab to research for a paper or a project. You can just have the internet at your fingertips. The iPad is also pretty good for typing papers. You don't have to go down to the computer lab again and type your paper. You can just sit there in class and type it there. However, like our school has figured out, there are many cons to having iPads. Social media is a huge problem. Kids are distracted during class and can't focus because of the social media on their iPads. Another con is that iPads are only good for a short amount of time. Many people have had problems with their iPads, like they have weak antennas, or their iPads just stop working, or their screens crack. Many experts say that the impact of technology, specifically iPhones and iPads, is not good. We use them too much and are consumed by them 24/7. However, technology has connected us to friends and family across the world. It allows us to have an endless amount of resources at our fingertips and has saved many lives through hospital technology and 911 emergencies. The Tea Party movement is a movement to reduce government spending and taxes. It also strives to reduce the national debt, which is a big problem right now. There are many pros to the Tea Party national movement. Most people say it energizes people to get more involved in the political process. Most people say it made the political parties more responsive to the views of ordinary citizens. However, slightly more than 50% believe that it created greater political divisions in the U.S. than previously existed. Experts say that the Tea Party movement was most influential in 2010. Over the past few decades, the Tea Party movement has got people more involved in the political process and continues today.